What's good, Deluxe family? Welcome back to the channel, man. Okay. Yo, I know y'all remember about like 3 or 4 months ago, back in like, what was it, April? Back in April when we're at like 600K, I'm like, yo, make sure you like the video and subscribe so we can get to that 1 milli. We got to 1 milli as a family, as the Deluxe family. We lit, alright, man? So, what I'm going to say right now is, if you are new, make sure you do like and subscribe so we can get to the 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 milli. All that, man. Look, in this video right here, we got top 10 kids reacting to life sentences. Alright? Guilty crybabies, courtroom freakouts, man. These people be doing some crazy things, and then when they get sentenced to life, they want to cry like a baby.
Hey everyone, it's Sharkave here. In today's video, we're going to be going through the top 10 kids reacting to life sentences.
And I wish I could give you your sons back.
Why did you do it? Why?
In number 10 spot, we've got 3 teenagers, including this 17-year-old girl, who were being read their charges. And I don't think this girl understood the implications.
Bro, I'll
of
cook
some
anyone in
things that
Fortnite,
she
simple.
did and what charges you could get for them. So when she was being read these charges, it's like things completely set in about how absolutely screwed she was.
You have 3 warrants for armed robbery and 1 warrant for felony murder.
An apparently shocked
Damn.
Fernando Torres threw glares at her 2 co-defendants.
Shorty living a GTA lifestyle. God damn. Take a chill pill. You're a female. Come on.
Nicholas Evans and Khalil Miller, before the magnitude of her situation seemed to settle in.
Pending. Those are the charges that are pending right now.
I'm just like confused. Like, why she act like she don't know she did that though? Like, what?
This one makes me really mad. I mean,
Did they just pull that one out their ass?
Absolute definition of pure human scum. There's no better way to put it. He and a couple of his friends, his buddies, went and broke into this house. It had an 81-year-old woman inside of it. She was just cooking dinner, minding her own business, enjoying her life. And these
I played the same map.
Basically just offed her because they wanted to steal some stuff. And then when they got to court, one of them, this guy, he just didn't care the entire time. He thought it was a game. He was literally laughing, yawning, and on top of that, sleeping during this whole court process. I mean, he showed absolutely no remorse.
He don't care about his life.
I'm really surprised, but I'm happy that it happened. But they ended up getting sentenced to life in prison without the chance of parole.
With a chuckle, a laugh, and yawn after yawn, David Moses acted strangely at his sentencing this morning.
Oh, stupid.
Appearing to fall asleep in his chair, not once, but twice.
It gave me the impression that he thought this was
He's a dummy.
There was just no expression of remorse whatsoever for his actions.
Remember, you've got a teenager who's facing 30 years to life.
Bro, he's basically just saying, put me to jail for life. Like, what the hell? Why would you do that?
2 brothers. I'm not exactly sure why, but when he was walking into the courtroom, he was actually smiling. He wasn't exactly laughing, but he certainly didn't seem very remorseful. Even the mother of these 2 brothers was very angry about that. But when he was crying and telling like his little story about why he shouldn't get a harsher sentence or something like that, trying to cut the years down, he was crying like an absolute baby. And a lot of people who watched this thought this was clearly a dude who didn't really care that he had done what he had done, but now he's very upset about the fact that he's facing, you know, life in prison.
Damn.
Share a heartbreaking message.
What is wrong with this guy? Life in prison, bro?
More than 30 years in prison.
The victim's family. I never went there with that intention of hurting them. And I wish I could give you...
Oh, hell no. How you walk into the courtroom smiling, though? And now this is you. What is this kid's name? I want to call him by his name.
In number 7 spot, you've got a teenage boy who stabbed another teenager, this girl, in Colorado.
This girl?
And, for some other reason, on top of that, he actually tried to kill this girl's younger sister as well, but was unsuccessful in doing so. And she ended up speaking in court. But this dude, this kid, this teenager, he ended up really breaking down when his own mother spoke about how she didn't know just where or when something went wrong with him, but clearly he was messed up. And she was basically, you know, really apologizing to the family. You could tell that she was really sad about it. But this boy ended up facing life in prison, which he rightfully deserves.
And he was a sweet and gentle child. Yes, he was. We've heard that from everybody. And then something broke. What that something was, I can't say. But my God, it broke. If I could put myself in her position, I would. I would. I swear. She didn't deserve to die.
Witness for 6, this one's pretty twisted. This involves a 17-year-old boy, and
Damn.
his grandfather had just moved in with him, his
What
dad,
is wrong with
and
this
that
guy?
kind of stuff, into their house. And apparently this grandfather was an alcoholic, so some serious problems started between him and the grandfather. You know, there was just a bunch of tension and issues that arose inside of his household afterwards, and things continued to escalate and escalate until one night, this 17-year-old actually killed his own grandfather, and he did this with a hatchet. Definitely a really gruesome way to do it, but I will say, though, that
Yo, let me let the video play.
unlike a lot of these other cases, this is one of those where the kid did actually show quite a bit of what I think is actual remorse afterwards. So
How do you
he's not-
show remorse after you take a hatchet? If you kill anyone with a hatchet, come on now. A hatchet. Bro, killing someone with a knife is worse than killing someone with a gun. You know what I'm saying? You have to really do your thing. That's different.
plain sociopath comparatively. But obviously he ended up getting life in prison for what he did.
Martin attacked his grandfather, hitting him 15 times over the head. The gory crime scene causing him to ask aloud in front of one of the deputies, "What did I just do?" The defense, however, arguing his client did not have a normal upbringing, functioning as an adult when he should have been treated like a child.
Petty number 5, this has got to be one of the most messed up ones on this entire list, just because of the scope of the crime. But this involves a guy named Nemanja Griego. I said his name wrong, I'm sorry, but he was 15 years old when he killed not only both of his parents, but 3 of his younger siblings.
What
Apparently
the
he did have another sister
Yo!
as well, who was older.
How do you become a serial killer within your own family? That's
She was
different.
not there at the time, but she was there in court during his
That's
hearing
different.
while he was being charged and that kind of stuff.
Kill your
He
whole
was
family
speaking,
off. What?
and he talked about how he wished that his uncle was his dad and said a bunch of other really messed up stuff that really just set off his sister. I mean, she cried so much that she actually had to leave the courtroom, and it's just a really messed up situation and story altogether.
I am sorry for taking our parents and our kids. You know, I wish I could take it back, but reality is that we can't. You're basically been a second father to me. You're the father I wish I had.
You can hear his sister start crying in the courtroom.
Nah, bro, there's something wrong with this. Nah,
You can
bro,
hear her
there's
storm
everything
out
wrong
of the
with this guy.
courtroom
You kidding
in
me?
tears. Griego glanced at her, but carried on.
And before spot, this one is really messed up.
That's
it's not
insane.
as like crazy when it comes to the scope as the last one, but the reason for doing so is definitely one of the craziest on this list. This Missouri teen, she got sentenced to life in prison for killing this girl. She's only 9 years old. It was apparently one of her neighbors, and the reason that she did it was super chilling. Like, it's actually kind of terrifying.
Bro, see, like, the thing is, like, yo, I know y'all know at this point. I be on my meditational shit, you know what I'm saying? Spiritual shit, you know what I'm saying? You'll know if you follow my exclusive channel. I don't really promote it much, though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I can't fathom how angry you must be at your own life to really go out of your way to kill someone else. I don't even go out of my way to talk to someone else that may be annoying. They go out of the way to kill someone else.
All because she wanted
So
to know
deep.
what it felt like to kill someone. So this girl is literally a psychopath.
Prosecutors cited a diary.
She
They
on
say
crack.
Bustamante wrote, "I don't know how to feel ATM. It was amazing. As soon as you get over the, oh my God, I can't do this feeling, it's pretty enjoyable." Bustamante was 15 when she confessed to strangling Elizabeth Olton, repeatedly stabbing her in the chest and slicing the girl's throat.
Oh, nah.
In court for sentencing Wednesday,
Oh,
Bustamante
nah.
offered an apology to Olton's family. She said, "If I could give my life to bring her back, I would. I'm sorry."
Moving through, we've got another messed up one. This one involves TJ.
No, you wouldn't,
Lang.
bitch.
This guy, he actually killed 3 students at his school, and this is him at the sentencing, and he showed absolutely no remorse whatsoever. I mean, this guy is just an awful person all around, altogether. He actually wore a t-shirt that said "killer" on it, which was basically just to mock all the families of the people. And then on top of that, when they were speaking, he was speaking, he actually flipped them off as if it wouldn't be bad enough to deal with, you know, losing a child.
As soon as TJ Lane walked in, he was executing his plan, taking off his button-down shirt to reveal this. A white t-shirt with the word killer scribbled on it, showing it off with a smug smile on his face. He wore one like it the day of the shootings. Parents of the victims called Lane a monster, a pathetic excuse for a human being, and wished him a slow, torturous death.
Why? Why did you do it? Why?
Throughout their statements, Lane just smiled, and at one point even raised his middle finger to victims' families. And his statement to the court, just too vulgar to say.
Moving on to 2, finally we have a little bit more of a light-hearted one. This one's not...
Yo. That's tough. He don't give a shit about his life. Damn.
Gonna be quite as depressing, I guess you could say, but this involves a teenager.
His forehead greasy as hell. Bro, his forehead was shining up the whole courtroom. Dang, was greasy as shit, boy.
19 years old, but he is charged with a first-degree felony, which basically means, at least in this specific case scenario, he is facing 5 years to life in prison. But the reason for this is actually kind of crazy. Apparently, he had some pot brownies, and because of some of the stuff that was in it, and some specific laws in his state, he's facing, like I said, 5 years to life in prison for pot brownies, which is kind of actually infuriating, because quite frankly, it's not that big of a deal. And a lot of people were outraged, and I think this ended up getting sorted out, but ridiculous that this was a scenario in the first place.
He allegedly mixed in hash oil. Under Texas law, that THC oil can be treated like a far more serious narcotic, ecstasy. What's more, because a few drops of oil were cooked in, police weighed the entire brownie batch, sugar, flour, butter, and charged him with possessing 1.5 pounds of drugs.
And finally, one starting this video off with a teenager who is facing 16 years to life in prison. And she actually ran over somebody on purpose. Apparently there's some boyfriend dispute going on.
I know that shit had to be a girl. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, females, but I feel like y'all the only ones that really be running people over with cars. I don't know if any story I've ever heard of someone getting ran over, it was of a girl. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I don't watch enough compilation. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all girls put the pedal to the metal and go crazy. It be the small ones.
And it was...
Look, I got love for my small girls, though.
Some accident or something like that, like she didn't see him or something, which kind of is ridiculous that she's only facing 16 years to life, which, you know, she could face life, but the potential for parole after 16 years after doing this on purpose when she knew exactly what she's doing is kind of pathetic.
I tore your family apart and I caused awful pain to Mr. Fisher. I'm sorry, I'm ashamed, and we need to face my consequences.
The moment she decided to take his life became the same moment she robbed me and my children of a lifetime of love, memories, and a future.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like on it and also subscribe to my channel and check out the other parts to this because this is like a part 5, so I'll leave links down in the description. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.
Oh, man. Shorty is crazy. If you did watch this point of the video, make sure you do like and subscribe, man. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. And see me, I'll catch me in the next one. Peace.